viewers, welcome to the Editorial Analysis by Drishti IAS. In this section, we regularly take editorials from various newspapers and news portals for a better understanding of various issues happening in India and around the globe. In this section, we first try to link the editorial with our UPSC syllabus. Then we go analytical in order to understand some key points and at last some important concepts. Dear viewers, we truly hope that you like this initiative taken by Drishti IAS and your feedbacks are important for us. So kindly feel free to give your important feedbacks in the comment section. So without any further delay, let's commence our session.
Dear viewer, this video is available in Hindi as well. If you wish to watch it, please visit our Hindi YouTube channel, Drishti IAS. For your convenience, the link for this video in Hindi has been provided in the description below.
Today's editorial is taken from Economic Times and the title of today's editorial is The Coal to Methane Path to Low Carbon. If we summarize today's editorial, we can say that the recent initiatives by the government to use the huge coal reserves of the country in non-conventional ways would definitely boost our ambitions towards the environmental protection. If we try to link the editorial with our UPSC syllabus, we can link it with GS paper 3 and primarily with sections involving technology, environment, biodiversity, etc. Key points of today's editorial. Now, government recently has given green signal for a lot of projects that actually seek new and non-conventional usage of India's large coal reserves. Now, the primary target here for such initiatives is to reduce down the carbon emission of the country. This move will definitely boost our energy security, reduce the crude oil imports, and also one of the most important thing that will happen is there will be a tremendous change in the air quality in a positive manner, right? So, the initiative, let's talk about the initiative. Coal India Limited recently has firmed up investments up to 40,000 crore in order to start a coal to methanol conversion plant. You can say the methanol plants and the technology there will be completely country made. It will be indigenous. Now, the first such plant is expected to come up at Dankuni, West Bengal, and for which Coal India Limited has already invited bids. Now, some information about methanol. Now, methanol is a single carbon compound and it can be produced from agricultural residue, municipal solid waste. Once methanol is blended with automotive fuel, it can reduce tailpipe emissions up to 20%. That is almost by 1/5. Tailpipe emissions is a term which I've used here. Tailpipe emission. The gases that comes from a vehicle are known as tailpipe emission. It is also been said that a derivative of methanol, which is known as dimensional ether, if 20% of dimensional ether is mixed with LPG, it can be used as a very efficient cooking fuel. So we can see advantages both with the automotive fuel as well as with the cooking fuel. Now, an initiative known as Methanol Economy taken by Niti Aayog. Let's have an idea about that. Now, methanol is a low carbon and hydrogen carrier fuel. The fuel actually is hydrogen. It is produced from high ash coal, agricultural residue, carbon dioxide from the thermal power plants, natural gas, etc. Now, it is said that if we start introducing methanol in our various fuels, then definitely after one point of time, India will be on one of the best paths in order to achieve the targets set during the COP21, Conference of Parties. Okay. Now, the methanol economy, like I said, is an initiative taken by the Niti Aayog and the primary aims are reduce our oil import and it will help in reducing the greenhouse gases emission. The greenhouse gas emission will also be reduced if we start following the pattern of methanol economy. It is also being said that the methanol plant which is proposed at Dankuni, West Bengal will generate many jobs. A number estimated here is around 4500. 4,500 jobs are expected to come with this methanol plant. Now, some idea about biofuels as well. The program is the methanol blended program. and it was launched in the year 2003 by the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Now, the most important reason with this plan, or you can say with this program, was to actually promote the use of alternative and environment-friendly fuels and to reduce our import dependency. If more and more environment-friendly, or you can say biofuels, alternative fuels are used, then definitely there will be a significant reduction in our oil imports. Now, government has set a very achievable target here. They have said that 10% bioethanol blending will be done of petrol. That means petrol will be blended with the 10% bioethanol by 2022. And we are expecting it to raise to 20% of bioethanol blending with petrol by 2030 under the ethanol blended program. Now, it should be noted that there are many European countries which are actually using 40% bioethanol blended petrols. Okay, so this target seems to be quite gettable. Currently, the bioethanol blending in petrol stands at 5%. Right now, the bioethanol blending is at 5%. Now, recently, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, they have approved a yojana named as PMG1, Pradhan Mantri Jaiv Indhan Vatavaran Anukul Fasal Avshesh Nivaran Yojana. Now, the primary aim to introduce this yojana is to create an ecosystem for setting up some commercial projects and also to boost research and development in the ethanol sector. Now, what exactly we have actually taught about in the previous slide, we actually talk about that Coal India Limited has actually taken an initiative. So what exactly is that initiative? Let's talk about that. Now, Coal India Limited, it has started a coal gasification unit. Okay, coal gasification unit. In the past, they have started such thing and we have actually obtained tremendous results. So the plants which Coal India started, coal gasification program which they have started, was a process of converting coal into synthesis gas, also known as syngas. Syngas, that is SYN, the syngas. So they have actually started this coal gasification process where coal is converted into synthesis gas, and synthesis gas is primarily a mixture of hydrogen, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and methane. The syngas, it can be used for various purposes, such as it can also be, the syngas can be used for production of electricity. Electricity can be produced from it. Also can be used for making chemical products, and most importantly, fertilizers including urea can be made from this syngas, right? So this one such initiative has already been taken by Coal India Limited. Now, the initiative I am talking about is the Coal India Limited 13,000 crore coal to gas project at Talcher. Now, this coal gasification process, or you can say the plant, is located at Talcher, Odisha. The gas produced by this new route would be used for making urea. I already told you, fertilizers. Reportedly, three or four more such products have been identified. There are various places where Coal India Limited is actually planning to start more such plants. Okay. Now, Niti Aayog also came up with its very important data. Now, Niti Aayog, it said that it has a report which says by gasification of 100 million ton of coal annually in the foreseeable future to gainfully supplement domestic supplies of natural gas, the cleanest and most efficient fossil fuel. Now, Niti Aayog has actually come up with a plan. Now, they have actually devised a target to gasify almost 100 million ton of coal, and that coal which will be gasified into natural gas, and that natural gas will be used as a very clean fuel. Now, the total investment that is expected in this entire coal gasification process of 100 million tons of coal will be around 4 lakh crore. The total cost estimated is 4 lakh crore. Also, this coal gasification of 100 million ton of coal will be done by 2030. By 2030, it is expected to be achieved. Now, this coal gasification will take place in 3 phases. There will be 3 phases. The first phase will be starting from 2020 till 2024. In this, the total amount of coal which will be gasified will be just 4 million tons. Total amount expected is 20,000 crore. The total expenditure will be around 20,000 crore. This is from 2020 to 2024. The next one is second phase, again starting from 2020, but the final year has been raised to 2026. Here, a target has been set for gasification of 6 million tons of coal, and the total investment here would be around 30,000 crores. The last will be the third phase, and it is expected to start at 2022 and will end in the year 2030. The total coal expected to be gasified is 90 million tons, and the total amount involved will be around 3.6 lakh crores. Okay, 3.6 lakh crore. So this is something which Niti Aayog has presented to gasify 100 million tons of coal into natural gas. So you can see the data here, right? This is the entire data. Now, what is the way ahead? Such carbon reduction plants need to complement renewable power sources and energy efficiency initiatives to bring down emission of greenhouse gases. One of the most important priorities right now we have in front of us is reduction in the emission of greenhouse gases. Such carbon reduction projects will definitely help in achieving those targets. The pandemic has led to steep fall in consumption tax collections and fiscal devolutions. The clean energy cess would now need to be diverted for fiscal purposes beyond 2022. Now, one of the most important things, the clean energy cess, what exactly it is? It is a kind of carbon tax which is levied in India on coal, and only on 2 varieties of coal, peat coal and lignite coal. Now, whether you have obtained this coal from India or you have imported from outside, one person has to pay the clean energy cess. Now, it was renamed as Clean Environment Cess in the year 2016. Okay, so the renewed Indo-US Energy Cooperation, again very important. The Indo-US Energy Cooperation, also known as the US-India या Indo-US Strategic, very important, Strategic Energy Partnership, SEP. This actually was established in the year 2018, April 2018. And the primary objective of this partnership was to encourage meaningful engagement through government to government cooperation and industry engagement. That means governments will be cooperating each other. Both the governments will be cooperating each other. And primary, one of the most focus pillars of this cooperation were, some of the important pillars were: number 1, the power and energy efficiency. Number 2, help in oil and gas. Number 3, help in renewable energy technologies. And number 4, both the countries should have a sustainable growth. Okay, so definitely such initiatives which India has decided will definitely help in the strategic energy partnership. Also, the CCUS. Now, CCUS is to be understood here. Now, CCUS is carbon dioxide capture, utilization and storage, or you can say sequestration. That means if I'm using the term sequestration, so sequestration, the CCUS basically is part of a mission known as Mission Innovation. Now, this Mission Innovation is basically a global initiative by 24 countries. And this carbon capture and storage technology, basically what happens, how do you actually capture carbon? So the primary objective is of this CCUS is to capture carbon dioxide from the burning of coal and gas for power generation, from steel making plants, from cement factories, etc. Now, once you have captured the entire carbon, what happens is the transportation of carbon dioxide is done by pipeline for safe storage. And hence, this exactly is how the entry of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere is prevented. So, such initiatives will also be taken in the long run, but it is to be said that these initiatives of methanol plants, of ethanol blended programs, or you can see the coal gasification programs, they will definitely bring a tremendous amount of change in our environment. So, viewers, this was with today's editorial. Let's come to the questions. Now, the questions that can be asked on prelims, they can definitely ask you about the methanol blending program. What exactly do you mean by carbon sequestration? You know, just remember the term sequestration. Sequestration means to remove something. Okay, that is to take out something. They can also ask you about the full form of CCUS, and the main space question could be somewhat like this: discuss the significance of methanol based economy for India. What are the challenges involved in tapping its potential? Okay, so thank you very much, students.